let's pretend that in 2026, a national anti-partisan movement got off the ground in the United States. And it was filled with people who were not on the far right and not on the far left, but people who had become so alarmed by the damage caused to the country by decades of political polarization that they were finally coordinating their actions to do something about it. And let's imagine that in 14 years, the span of time between the Declaration of Independence being signed and the final ratification of the Constitution, let's imagine that in that span of time, 14 years, that this movement was wildly successful in turning this country around. So now let's leap into the future. It's 2040. And you're talking to a friend and you're like, looking back on 2026, what's so much better about life now? The main thing is fill in the blank. So the question is, what would you say? If things could be so much better, what would be different about America? And I'm not talking about like something transient. I mean something about like a fundamental change to our culture, a fundamental change to our system. What would be the main thing, the most important thing to be different? Before you answer, you should know, I've been working with a couple of colleagues and we have conducted a series of retreats with organizational leaders who come from conservative organizations who've mostly voted for Republicans their whole lives, and from national leaders of democracy reform organizations who, by and large, have voted for Democrats their whole lives. And we brought these folks together, people who had never been in the same room before, and we asked them this question. What's the big thing that would be different? What's the big vision of how America could be different? What would America be like? You tell me what your answer is to the question, and then I'll tell you what they said.